Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So there's a few things that I want to say before I start these calls. So those people that are annoyed when I talk in my own videos, deal with it because this stuff needs said. Okay, so first of all, I just want to stress the point of please do not go after these people that are talking to Paul, okay? Everybody has their own reasons for how they see what happened and, you know, how they feel about it. And it doesn't make these people bad people. Randy, JoJo, Nolan. Just because they support Paul does not make them bad people. It does not make them deserve any hate, or doesn't make it their fault what happened, okay? Some people see things differently. So the fact that they see it, you know, for instance, Randy sees it on a personal level because it reminds him of his son. And he's probably looking at like, poor Paul. He didn't really have a good upbringing. He probably didn't get the love that he deserved. I get that. Like, that's why I got into psychology, because I feel like everybody deserves love. I'm big on that. People aren't all bad or all good, okay? There is a lot of gray area, and just because somebody did awful things doesn't mean that every single thing about them is bad. And there's some people that could see, there's some people, like I am this type of person where I'm very empathetic, and you could feel what people are going through and sympathize and empathize with them. And these people, I feel like JoJo and Randall are good people. I feel like they're really good people, and they have a lot of empathy, and they just see Paul and they feel bad and they want to help this kid that had this horrible upbringing. So they deserve absolutely no hate, okay? They just leave them alone, okay? We're just trying to understand the dynamics of Paul's family and understand how and why this happened, and kind of understand it for knowledge and to learn for future generations, and just to kind of understand human behavior and different upbringings and the psychological perspective of it all. So that doesn't make Randall or JoJo these bad people. It actually makes them very sweet, kind people that see this kid that didn't get much love growing up, and they want to extend their arm and their heart and help, okay? And it's fine that not everybody sees it that way. So it's fine that some people see it like, oh my God, I would never help him. I would never do anything. Look what he did with Timothy. That's fine that people see it that way, okay? But it's also fine that people see it like Randall and JoJo, that they see it like, okay, I want to help this guy. It doesn't mean that they feel what happened to Timothy wasn't bad and horrible and that Timothy deserved it. That's not. I guarantee they don't feel that way. They probably feel like, well, we couldn't save Timothy, but maybe we could help this suffering soul that's, you know, very damaged and needs help, and maybe we could help him. So please just leave them alone. Do not bother them, because if you do, we're not going to be able to study future cases if we have people going out harassing these people. So we can't even in the future talk about these cases because of what happens when we talk about it. We should be allowed to talk about these cases. We're adults, okay? So come on, be adults. Let's just discuss the cases. Let's learn without bothering anybody, okay? Please, I beg you. And with that being said, this next call that I want to play is a very important call. It's the first time that Timothy gets brought up, that Timothy's name gets brought up in these phone calls. So I thought it was really important. I was laying in bed listening to it, and I was like, you know, just listening to kind of the same old conversations going on. And then I heard this, and I'm like, wow, this sounds different. They're actually talking about Timothy. So it's a very important call, and the call's with Trish. I freaking really like Trish. I think she is struggling because she loves Paul. That's her son. I mean, her stepson, but she spent a lot of years with him as he was growing up, so she loves him as a son, right? But she also loves Timothy. So I think she's struggling because she feels so awful what happened to Timothy, and she's mad at Paul. But she can't turn her back on Paul because that's her son, that's her family. And nobody should judge Nolan or Trish or any of them for not turning their back on a family. A lot of you guys would do the same thing. And even if you are one of the people that wouldn't do that, you can't judge somebody that would. That's family. And they are always going to see the good in their family most of the time. And they're going to stick by their family and still love them no matter what. So just because you might not act the same, and you might say, well, if that was my son or if that was my brother, I would disown him. It doesn't mean that people that don't act the way you would, that makes them wrong. okay? That does not mean that. So please keep that in consideration, okay? So it doesn't make Nolan bad. It doesn't make Trish bad for talking to Paul, and even for supporting him. But I love this call because Trish, you could tell she's mad at him, okay? But she wants to forgive him. She still loves him. She doesn't want to turn her back on him, so therefore she does answer the calls and she talks to him, and you could tell she's mad. Understandable, right? But she's still there, you know? But she makes it known, like, you know what? I'm not happy with what you did. I'm not happy with what you did to Timothy. But I still love you. You're my son, but no, this isn't right. So I love that about her. I love the fact that she tells it like it is, and she doesn't sugarcoat things, and she's just like, you know, no, this isn't good. You should have freaking been there for Timothy. You're supposed to protect Timothy. I mean, that, I feel like that is a good mother right there. Not only you're going to stand by your son, but yet you're not going to agree with him, and you're going to be mad at him. You're going to be like, this is bullcrap, and tell him how it is. And I respect that, and I think that's pretty awesome. But yeah, so I really respect her, especially after this phone call. I'm like, yes, finally, somebody said something. So, all right, guys, I wanted to get that off my chest. So yeah, the first one is the call with Trish. The second one's a call with Nolan, and the third one is a call with Randall. So I'm going to cut out certain parts of the calls, and also I went back through my last live and I blurred out a few things. But look for it the next live. I'll explain who reached out, and it's kind of big news for this case. It's very interesting. Yeah, we'll talk about it in the next live, so don't miss it. All right, here's the calls.
This is a collect call from
Paul Ferguson,
an incarcerated individual at
Muskegon County Jail.
This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To consent to this recorded call, press 1. To disconnect, press 2. Thank you for using Securus. You may start a conversation now.
Hi, Mama.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Happy late Christmas, or Merry late Christmas, and
Thank you.
happy early
it.
New Year's.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing. I tried to call Dad on Christmas, but does he know about the other number from my tablet?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I tell him.
Yeah. I know I called you. I figured that maybe that would get his attention. I knew you probably wouldn't answer.
Yeah, I didn't have the money to answer.
Yeah, that's okay. I promise I remember you said that, you had to wait, so.
Mm-hmm.
But how have y'all been?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Nolan informed you, but sentencing is on the 29th of January.
Okay.
It may be postponed slightly due to my lawyer trying to get a professional grade psych eval, not to clear me, just to, I don't know, see what exactly is, if there's any learning disabilities that would have, I don't know how to explain it, and honestly, I don't really think I want to try.
Okay.
I know there's a possibility that I could be looking at 13 to 22 and a half years.
Yep.
Or 9 to 15. As much as I'm hoping for the 9 to 15, I'm expecting the 22 and a half.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I love you. I hope you know that.
I do. And as I've said before, your honesty is valued. And I understand that you're upset with me. You have every right to be.
I am. I don't understand it,
You have
Paul.
every right to be, Mama.
I don't know how you were able to do what you did.
I still can't quite grasp what I was thinking at the time either, no matter how hard I try. But
I don't.
I guess the only thing I can really do is try to be better and try really hard. I can't change what happens.
No, you can't change it.
I can wish for it and long for it, but I can't change it.
It's hard for me to understand why you wouldn't look out for Timothy and why you didn't protect him.
I don't understand it either. I feel like a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Nolan, I talked to him a couple of days ago, or so. I think actually the last time I talked to him was on Christmas, but he's going to be coming up here for Shonda's sentencing. Yeah. So you know about that? Yeah. And he said he's going to try and see me. I might see if I could get him to stay till my sentencing, because they're only a week apart.
Yeah, he ain't going to be able to stay a week, baby.
Yeah, I know.
And he's going to be with him, and he's got to get her back.
Who?
Millie.
Oh. Yeah. I thought you said Emmy for a moment there. I'm like, that...
I did say Emmy. That's what she goes by now.
Yeah, I know. And I can understand why. At first, when I found out back at her graduation, I was like, why Shonda was all upset about it. But I guess I can understand where Emmy was coming from at this point.
Here's the thing. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with it.
I didn't agree with it back then. I do now.
But you got to support her and love her.
Yep. Yeah. And I do. I love her.
She doesn't want to have anything to do with you.
I know that much as well. No, that's fine. I can understand it. I've been considering sending a letter to Nolan and having him send it to her. But at this
I don't think that would do any good. Now you need to wait that out some more.
Yeah.
She's having a really hard time with everything.
Yeah. I guess everybody is.
Yeah, they are.
But I miss you, Mama.
I miss you too.
Did you have a good Christmas?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Maybe now that you have a car, you could drive up and stay with Nolan for Christmas. You never know.
Yep. I got promoted at work.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
So what were you before, and what are you now?
I was a customer service representative, and now I'm office manager.
That's cool. How's Dad been doing?
He's doing okay.
Yeah. Work been busy for him, or still slow?
It picked up the last few days because of end of the month.
Gotcha.
I worked 42, 43 hours in 4 days.
Wow. Since at this point, I know I am spending time in prison. Once I get a tablet, I can get Facebook and Messenger. So costs for stuff shouldn't be too much of an issue. I know I shouldn't be looking ahead that much right now. I just figured let's say something.
Yeah.
I'll probably swap to a more private Facebook account get something off
Yeah,
my...
I had to unfriend you on Facebook
Yeah.
and block you because I was getting hateful messages.
I'm so sorry about that. Oh, I'm such a screw-up.
I don't want to say this because I didn't love you. It's just I couldn't keep opening my stuff to hateful shit.
Yeah, you did. I know, I get it. And again, that was on me. I never wanted you to have to go through that.
I didn't want Timothy to go through what he went through.
No. I miss you.
I miss you too.
Is Dad around? If he is, would it be okay if I talk to him for a bit?
Yeah, hold on. Eric?
Hey, bud.
Hey, Dad. How you doing?
Oh, tired.
Yeah.
Crazy couple of days, the end of the month here.
Yep.
I even went in for like an hour and a half today.
Wow.
Don't even usually work Saturdays, but
Wow.
I had a little bit more I could do. And
Yep. One of the things I've been kind of wanting to ask. Last week I got I guess it was a care package. Did you order that? Did you, there was soap and a couple of noodles and snacks?
it wasn't me.
Okay, it was probably Grandpa V then, because
Okay.
I asked Nolan about it on Christmas. I was trying to call you, too, for my tablet. I guess you never knew that my tablet has a different number than the payphone.
Right.
Private number. That was me.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, well, you were trying to call me at Christmas, and I had like $3 to my name, so I couldn't.
I didn't know that either. But, did you do anything fun for Christmas?
No, Mom and I just hung out at the apartment.
Yep. Doing the same for New Year's?
Yep.
Yeah. So, you heard about Nolan and Emmy coming up here for Shonda's sentencing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might try and see if they'll allow me to be there to just hear it all and I guess settle some things on my mind. But probably something I'd have to talk to my lawyer about.
Yeah.
But Nolan said, when I talked to him on Christmas, Nolan said he'd try to see if they'd let him visit me.
Right.
But
when do they do visits? Is it just on the weekends or?
they don't do court at all on the weekends. Shonda's sentencing is the 23rd of January, minus the 29th.
Okay. I didn't say court. I said, when do they let you do visitation?
Oh, visitations. Well, normally in-person visits are not allowed right now because they're dragging COVID out. But, obviously, you and Mom got to see me.
Yeah.
I guess the prosecutors can pull string.
Yeah.
So, but if you're talking video visitations, I'd say the only limitation is, so there's one free visitation a week, and then the rest you have to pay for. You have to schedule them about 24 hours or so in advance.
Right.
That's about the only limitations there are to that.
Okay. I guess I didn't know.
Do what?
I said I didn't know what the policy was.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking.
Yeah. Yeah. My sentencing should be on the 29th. It may be postponed because my lawyer wants to get a professional grade psych eval, not to excuse, but just see if there's anything that he could work with. You know, he just wants to get the lowest amount of time, make sure I don't spend most of my prime or all of it in prison.
Yeah.
So, I told Mom this, but once I get a tablet in prison, because you actually have to pay for those, but you have a job in prison, so that shouldn't be too hard. I can get Facebook. I'll probably get a private account and not use the one that's been causing everybody so much trouble.
Yeah. I had to unfriend you and block you on there too.
Yeah, that's okay. That was the right thing to do. I should have.
You have 1 minute left.
Done something, but anyway, I love you and I love Mom.
Love you. She's here.
Love you too.
I better let you go though. I don't want this to hang up on me. I'll talk to you again later.
Okay, sounds good. Have a happy New Year.
You too, Dad.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
The Colo. This is a collect call from
Paul Ferguson.
This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To consent.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, bro. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm very tired. How are you?
Had a little, I slipped down the stairs the other day.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I sprained my ankle. Bad enough where they had to take me out of, they took me outside of the facility to get x-rays, and the swelling was bad enough to show up on the x-ray. So I'm in a walking boot and taking pain medication. Nothing prescription, but still.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
You gotta try not to fall on those stairs. I mean,
I wasn't trying to. I just misstepped.
Yeah.
My ankle rolled, and that was pretty much it.
I'm sorry, buddy. That doesn't sound like fun.
No, it really isn't.
I'm just kidding. It sounds like a super good time.
Ha, very funny.
Yeah, I'm hilarious.
Work been busy?
Yeah, it's been crazy. And like I said, until Thanksgiving, it's not going to light up. Though I did put in an application, like an actual application for a different job today for the first time.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
I mean, technically anything, but I put in an application for to be like a. They call it an experienced ambassador, but really it's like an office administrative manager, like kind of corporate job where you just make sure that everything's going okay. It's not. I really don't care about the sitting. It's everything else about the hours and it's every other detail besides the sitting. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Better pay?
Not better initially, but maybe eventually. I'm not really looking for better pay up front because I get paid okay right now. I'm more concerned about having just more time to myself.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, it's we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I mean, all I did was send in the application, so thankfully I know someone in the company, so I'm hoping that they'll put in a good word for me, and I can hear back soon and at least get an interview.
Yeah.
I feel like if I get to the interview, I might be okay, or I might have a chance because I'm pretty good at talking to people, but we'll see.
Yep. I don't know how much they're going to frickin' charge me for the pain medication that I'm taking.
They charge you for it?
Yeah. Also, before I forget, and don't talk to you about it, from what I read they had me sign something at the care center. I think both the boot and the X-ray cost over $400. But from what I've heard from one of the other inmates here, that's not my responsibility. If they charge my account with that, then, well, first I'm going to send in a kite, obviously, be like, hey, what the frick? And if they don't do anything about it, I hope you'll be willing to help me out to try and get that removed, because I am not paying $420-something for something that was not really my fault.
Yeah, I mean, I can look into it. I don't see any reason that under state custody you should be responsible for that kind of thing.
Exactly.
But we'll play it by ear.
Yep, I'll be keeping my ear on my commissary account, that's for sure.
Right.
I do know that they're probably going to charge me for the medicine, though. I still don't know how much it is, but that sucks, you know?
Yeah, that's very annoying.
Not just money that I could be using, but it's money out of your pockets, which I hate, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if you noticed, but on the Securus Mobile, we're out of text.
Oh, are we? I did not notice that. I'm glad you mentioned it, because I was wondering why you hadn't texted me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I would have. But...
I thought I could swear I bought more. Maybe I also. It says we've got 99 more since I bought more. Are you sure?
I haven't checked. That might be my mistake. I don't know when you did it.
Try after this to text me and see if it'll work.
Well, I can't exactly do it after this because tablets are closed down.
Oh, okay. Well, try it sometime in the next couple of days and see if it still works. Because I did buy more, but it might have been after the last time you tried. I'm not sure.
Yep. Thing is, when I sprained my ankle, it was 2 days ago, and I only mentioned it yesterday morning because I thought, the pain would go away, it'd stop hurting by breakfast.
Right.
And it didn't. I could not put any weight on it. Couldn't even flex my toes.
Right.
Shooting through the entire foot. So.
I'm sorry, buddy. That isn't all.
And then the person on the button's like, well, why didn't you tell us last night when it happened? My first thought was, so they were watching last night and didn't even bother to check if I was okay.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't too happy.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I know it's still a ways away, but I know I'll be here for Christmas. I was thinking I could put in a $75 wish list order, and then you could find it, and, instead of doing commissary for around Christmas time, you could, put that in. I don't know.
I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I'll look into it and see if I can figure that out.
Time, of course.
I'll do what I can.
Yep. Oh. No. But I take the boot off only when I'm going to sleep because, the pain's not as bad as it used to be. I can wiggle my toes now. I just try not too much because, I don't know, I don't want it to hurt anymore.
Right.
I'm not big on pain.
Wait, excuse me? You're not big on pain? Oh, my God. It's the things you say. Like, Timothy wasn't big on pain either. Nobody's big on pain. Nobody likes pain. But the last freaking 6 months of Timothy's life was in so much pain. The last month he was probably in extreme pain. No, actually the last few months he was probably in extreme pain. I can't even imagine what he went through. So no, he wasn't big on pain either. Nobody's big on pain. Just try to, really think about what you guys put Timothy through. I mean, like, really think about it, because I don't know. I guarantee Shonda isn't. Shonda isn't really thinking about it. But maybe if you really think about what he had to go through and really feel sorry for it, what you did, ask God for forgiveness and really think about it,
I don't know. I don't want it to hurt anymore.
Right.
I'm not big on pain.
Yeah, it's not your favorite feeling.
So I got this vintage game the other day. It was called it was Summon Night something. Night as in, I think it was meaning like the medieval night, but it was spelled as in the dark of night.
Right.
But I don't think I even had it I didn't even have it for a week when I was finished.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was it's not a bad game either.
Interesting.
How's doing?
She's doing well. She's upstairs watching TV right now. I just got home not too long ago. I'm probably gonna let you go shortly. I have to get up early for work tomorrow. Surprise, surprise.
Right. You had any time for any personal time for yourself that you didn't have errands and whatnot?
Yes and no. I had some time this weekend. I had one night that I was able to, I think it was Tuesday night, I was able to, I don't remember which night. I was able to get together with some friends, and Sunday me and went to the Renaissance Festival, which was nice, but...
Oh.
Yeah.
That does sound nice. Honestly, once I get out, I don't know what it's called. I know there's always, like, festivals for, like, different animes. I want to see if I can't find the one for My Hero Academia and go to it even just once. Because I hear that they have, like, the actors and stuff there, and they'll actually, like, sign stuff.
Right.
Which would be absolutely incredible.
Right.
But for now, I just got to focus on getting through this.
Yeah.
I talked to Dad earlier, so...
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I'm guessing you were caught up with work and didn't have time to tell him about the subpoena order I'd gotten.
The what order?
The subpoena order, the summons to Shonda's trial.
No, did I not? I thought I told them. I'm sorry if I didn't.
You're all right. I told him, so... You told me.
I haven't talked to him in a hot minute.
Yep. You explored any new animes, though?
No, I haven't had the time, bud.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
It's not ideal, but we got bills to pay, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep. I get that. Well, I helped pay bills, but I get what it's like to be responsible for something.
I understand. Speaking of which, I should probably go be responsible and take care of my wife, so I should probably let you go.
Yeah, but I love you.
I love you too. I miss you too. I'm glad I was able to get a hold of you.
Yep, me too. I'll talk to you soon, though.
I'll talk to you soon, buddy. All right? Hang in there, and I'll be thinking of you.
Okay.
All right. Bye, brother.
Bye, bro.
Hello. This is a prepaid collect call from...
Ferguson.
an incarcerated individual at Muskegon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press
1. To refuse charges, press. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, Paul.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing.
Good. I figured out how to put money in this account, by the way.
Yep, I noticed.
I'm not as dumb as I look.
You don't look dumb at all, Randall.
Yeah, I fool people. Well, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. I've been chatting with Joanne, actually.
Oh, yeah?
And
very nice
while
person.
we were talking, what we were talking about just gave me this sudden huge inspiration.
Yeah?
We were talking about how some people with maybe not what most people would call normal talents, while they're very impressive, they're not normal. Like my imagination, people who are creative cooks, even if their dishes sound weird. Artists. I mean, a lot of people like that are put down, and I remember at one point my stepmother had found one of my story manuscripts and burned it.
Really?
Yeah. It's not that she didn't love me. I don't think my parents understood me.
Yeah.
So we were talking, and we got this idea for what we're calling the break the box movement.
Yeah.
It's not just me. I know that there are other people out there who they have these special talents that they want to share, but they're too shy or too scared. And so I've been doing a lot of thinking after that, and I mean, even, I don't know, young children probably have stuff like this. They have these talents that maybe their parents aren't too overly fond of, but so, we were talking, and I think it could be something really, really good, something special.
Yeah. My son, I'm sorry, go on.
No, I was about done for that moment.
So I remember when he was a teenager, he was asking me why he was different and feeling self-conscious about that. And I told him flat out, I was so glad he was different. Who wants the normal, I mean, just a regular, someone who's like millions of other people?
Exactly.
There is a lot of uniqueness in being different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I suppose that was another reason that I always liked the anime of My Hero Academia, because while almost everybody in the world has superpowers, no two powers are the same.
Yeah.
So,
well, I believe that theory too, Paul. I don't.
So
there's just so many people that act all alike, and
those who are different feel like
difference.
Yeah, but sometimes those different ones feel like they have to fit in.
Yeah.
When they don't. And I think that if we can get this movement kicking into something real, then we could actually make a really big difference.
Yeah.
So
I think that's very interesting. A neat idea.
Yep.
I don't know how to begin something like that.
It's not easy, but you only need a spark to start a flame, right? Something small.
That's right. Yeah.
A video, a post on Facebook. Something small can lead to a big change.
Yeah.
And before we know it, we could have a real, true, maybe not organization, but something special.
Sure. I guess you need a theme to latch on to.
I like the break the box theme.
Yeah. Sure.
So, and I know that there are people out there who feel the same way, but they don't have the means to voice their message. If we could gather all of this together, all these people who want to show what they're capable of, then it could really turn into something.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll set all that aside for now. We were talking earlier. You said something about Isaac and Minecraft.
Yeah, he would tell the story better. But there was a weekend tournament in Kenosha, where that's the next town to us, and you had to register for it. But then it was in a movie theater, and there's probably 100 other kids. And so I forget what they were competing for, if they were against each other, just who could build what the fastest. And yeah, he really liked it. It was, You still do Minecraft?
I can't in here, but once I get out, I definitely will, especially if we can kick in getting this whole break the box into a Minecraft / Roblox server. Then things could really get kicking off.
Sure.
Yeah, I've already thought up a couple of ideas for that, but sorry, I spiraled back again. Good grief. I'm just excited about it.
Yeah. Well, that's something neat to get excited about.
Yep.
I know Ike doesn't do Minecraft as much anymore. He plays some more sophisticated games.
Yeah.
He's got a group there that he meets every night pretty much.
Yep. So you said after we got off the video call, you were contacting Nolan, right? Did you manage to do so?
Yeah, I got a hold of him. Yeah. Just talked for a little bit. I don't want to say on the phone what we talked about here, but
yeah.
But it sounds like, I don't know. I mean, he wants to, well, I guess I can tell you something. He's going to reach out to your sister, or try to, and just talk about forgiving you and, you know, maybe one day being a strong family again.
Yeah.
And
I guess that's the one thing our family never really had was a bond.
Yeah. That can still happen.
Yeah.
But you could, you and your sister could focus on the fact that you are family and just come together and forgive each other, and then you'll see just how important it is to have family. Well, what else can you tell me about yourself, Paul? How long have you been in there now? Do you know?
In the jail?
Yeah.
By tomorrow is it? Oh, hang on. No, not tomorrow. It'll be 4 days from now. I've been in here 19 months.
Oh, my word.
Yeah. Did I tell you we had chicken and waffles the other day? That was definitely new.
Was that good? Was it good?
It was pretty good, yeah. It was different. But in a good way. You know?
Awesome. I've never had that.
No. Some of the guys here, pour the syrup on the chicken and eat it with the waffle. I couldn't. It's just like, no.
Yeah. Well,
to each their own.
Yeah.
We finished not long ago. Nothing special. Piece of meat, some powdered potatoes, and whole wheat bread, a piece of blueberry cake, and hard kernel corn, as I like to call it.
Oh.
Almost like popcorn seeds.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't say I'm a bad cook, but I can be creative with stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, can't cook a fried egg for jack squat.
Okay. Fried eggs is
normally back at the house. I can cook scrambled, but not fried. Anyway, back at the house, I was actually the one who did most of the cooking because Shonda would be working late.
Oh.
So she'd, text me, hey, put some meat in the Instapot. And it's like, all right. Whatever. I never realized until recently just how, I don't know, maybe not susceptible, but I don't know what the word is I'm going for here right now.
Okay.
You have 1 minute left.
But
vulnerable,
anyway,
maybe?
Vulnerable, yeah, something like that. Anyway, do you think you'll be able to look into the Securus Mobile soon?
I did. That's how we're talking. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I didn't know that this was set up for that. I thought it was just for text. Huh.
No. I guess I'll look into for the text. So the text is Securus Mobile as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look into that too.
I think. Anyway, I should let you go before this hangs up on us. But it's always good to talk to you, Randall.
All right. Thanks, Paul. It's good talking to you. I'll set up a conference for Friday.
Yep. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Really, really